It's no secret that this season has been tough on Billy and the S10. We've struggled in almost every way you can struggle. We've had the engine in and out of that truck 50 times. We've had all kinds of problems, from fuel leaks to oil leaks to valve covers that don't fit and everything in between. But what keeps us motivated is the fact that we live in the hotbed of no prep racing right here in Central Ohio.
Raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air.
All right.
Raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air, raise your fist in the air. Where to am I from?
So we're off to a very, very slow start. Tommy's engine has been sitting on the engine stand in the shipping department in there for months, and parts are scattered all over the place. We've scavenged some parts out of it for other projects, and now we're going through and slowly finding, oh yeah, I forgot I stole that for this, or oh gosh, I forgot I stole that for that. And gee, many Christmas. We went to Jegs today and picked up some parts. We saw Mr. Craig in there at Jegs. He got us hooked up on a lot of things that we needed. And I don't know. Right now we're trying to get a cam plug pressed in the back of the block. We forgot that we didn't have the cam plug in the back. We're having difficulties today. So meanwhile, Kenny's been working on stuff out here. He's got some work done in the race car trailer and put some headlights in Billy's truck for him, and just odds and ends. Matt's running around here trying to get his video work done for Hot Shot Secrets, and I don't know, it's just kind of a madhouse here today. And but hopefully very shortly we will be making progress on the little 421 in here in the shop, and with any luck we should start putting it down in the truck maybe tonight.
Well, hi puppies. Hi.
What you doing there, Squirrely Locks?
Checking my messages. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm helping Tigger fold.
I see that. And we're
You took over my island.
yeah.
So I grabbed it. Did you see what Kenny did in the trailer?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I told him way back when we used to race the Nova and the two juniors, like one of the juniors used to kind of sit the ass end of it on that box, and it kind of got all caved in.
Cousin Eddie.
Shitter was full.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have to go down the street and get that taken care of.
So while Billy's out in the shop working on that engine, I figured I'd go over a little bit of what we went through on Sunday when Tommy won at Pacemakers. First round, we got paired up with this 66 or 67 Chevy 2 Nova. I believe it's an LS twin turbo car. And I know the guy has been working really hard on this car. I've seen him out testing a lot up at Marion and Pacemakers, and I think he's been trying different converters in the car. So we know the guy is serious. We know he's trying very hard. We know he's working hard. But I think we had something for him. When he comes up with the flashlight, it's already on. Have you seen that?
Billy told me.
Now, this event was being put on by the Dayton Small Tire Mafia, and they had their own flag guy there, and we've never raced with this guy flagging. So every flagger has a little bit different style, a little different technique, and this guy, I noticed, seems to be turning the light on as he's bringing the light up, so when it gets up to where the drivers can see it, the light's already on. Now, that can really put somebody at a disadvantage if you're waiting for the guy to turn the light on after he gets it up in front of his face. So that's something very important I wanted to make sure Tommy was aware of. And it gave us a little bit of trouble later on in the evening, and we'll get to that in just a bit. Now, I gotta be honest with you, we were nervous as a cat shitting razor blades when Tommy pulled up here to make this pass, because the track had been scraped to 60 foot and there was a lot of cars getting loose, especially out on the big end of the track. Billy and I got into a little scuffle, a little argument over where to place him, but it turned out okay. Now, even though we were a late pair first round, the Falcon was still a little bit loose. Tommy was driving it a good bit, but he got the win. Now, the next round, we got thrown a little bit of a curveball. Tommy got paired up with that beautiful blue and white 55 Chevy, the Hills car from down near Dayton. And unfortunately, there was a car there doing test and tune on a hard tire that wasn't doing a burnout. And, you know, he had sticky tires, and he would drive through the grass in the pits, and he would drive around the tower, and he'd come up there, and then he would drive right through the burnout area where everybody's pouring their puddles of pimp juice, and the sticky would pull all the garbage off of his tires. So he wasn't doing a burnout to clean his tires. He was just driving right through the shit. So it was a heck of a mess. But luckily, we've raced enough places and run into this situation many times before, and the track staff was ready to burn the stuff off, but I was afraid with the track temperature that we had, which was probably around 115 degrees. I was concerned that if they took a torch out there and tried to burn it off, the track temperature would go sky high and it wouldn't have time to cool down before Tommy was to come up. and that it would ruin his 60 foot and possibly ruin his chance at winning this round. So rather than have them do that and try to clean it up, I told him to leave it alone. I got a plan.
The starting line's pretty torn up right now. A hard tire car went down it and really put bald spots in both tire tracks. Hopefully Tommy can do a good burnout and cover up some of those bald spots. I have faith that the Falcon will go right over that though. I don't think it gives a shit.
The bald spot's one thing, but the fucking guy didn't even do a burnout. He just tracked grass right in the tire tracks. Now, if you've street raced enough or you've attended enough pour your own puddle no prep events, you've probably seen where someone's tracked a bunch of garbage out on the track, and once it's stuck in that sticky glue, there's nothing you can really do with it but burn it off. And like I said, I didn't want the track to come out there and burn it off and raise the track temperature higher than what it already was. So I used a technique that I call lint rolling, where we throw a little bit of stripper glitter down, have the kids drive through the stuff, and then drive the car out right up the middle of the groove, out to about 40 or 50, sometimes 60 feet. What that does is the stripper glitter or your compound makes the tires extremely sticky, and then all the marbles, the grass, trash, whatever's out there on the track sticks to the tire. Then you back the car back up into the burnout box, pour your puddle, and then do a burnout right up the groove, right up the tire tracks that you just cleaned. And usually the car will go right down, even if it's sitting in a bunch of trash. And just like clockwork, the little Falcon goes right down the lane, making the fastest pass of the day that he had made so far. We were consistently turning the car up as the track got better, and we needed this pass for data to get through the next round. This is what you got to do, guys. You got to find a way to win when you shouldn't be able to. The next round, we got paired up with a big block nitrous car, tube chassis Monte Carlo out of Columbus, Ohio. We felt that we could outrun this car easily on the back, but we weren't sure what was going to happen in the first 60 feet. Now Tommy takes a shot at the light right here and almost cracks the tire. We got the win here against the Monte Carlo, but I told Tommy, when we run the final, I need you to make sure that you see that light, because that almost put us out of contention. Our semifinal win against the Monte Carlo put us into the final round with CJ Buckner and the Raggedy Ann Mustang. This is a small block Ford on 2 kits. I help CJ quite a bit, lining him up whenever he needs anything. I know how CJ drives, I know how he thinks. I figure he's going to hit it as hard as he can out of the hole, and if it takes it by 60 foot, he'll be on the second kit and pour everything he's got at it. So Billy turned the Falcon up and made sure we should be within striking distance of him at 330 feet. But remember, Tommy has to see the light because we don't want to give it away. We can't risk it. Tommy was a little bit late on the light, and from the starting line, we honestly couldn't tell who won.
That hurt, guys! You didn't have to do it that bad. That was a good race.
Good job.
We gotta get our 60 foot down. Didn't have to hurt us like that.
Good job, Bill. Got that thing lined out. It's working.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for having us. Thank you.
You guys got
So we made it to the final and we won against CJ. It was a tough race, but Tommy did a fantastic job driving a little Falcon. It's getting a little late out here tonight. Let's go out and see how Billy's doing out in the shop. He's out here working on that engine. All right, Junior, what's the situation here?
Stand closer.
You don't look like you've made much progress. The last time I stand closer, you complained I was in your face.
Well, you're either too far away or you're too close. So halfway would probably be good. Right there. iPhones don't have the best microphones. So this timing chain, too loose. It came out of Tommy's old motor. That's not gonna work. Gonna get a new timing chain tomorrow. New double roller billet timing chain set. Can't really do anything there. Can't really put the pan on it because we gotta obviously put the timing cover on. But we're gonna put the heads on, and we're gonna get the rockers on there, and look at our valve train geometry. See if we need to get push rods tomorrow. We've got 16 push rods over here. One of them's bent. So, not sure how that happened. I think we've got sets of push rods mixed up. We really just need to get a brand new set of push rods.
Okay.
We have lifters. I cleaned up the lifter bores a little bit because they had some rust in them from sitting. Other than that, we should be all right.
So we're in a hold pattern until tomorrow. We have to go visit Uncle Terry. Hopefully Uncle Terry's working tomorrow.
Hopefully. Hopefully we don't have to run to Delaware for a timing set. Looks like they got 6 of them in stock on the website.
I'd be more worried about the push rods than the timing set. Yeah, we'll see. So we're at a standstill for tonight. What are you doing back there, cousin Eddie?
It's pizza party time.
Pizza party time.
We're waiting on pizza. I'm hangry.
You're hangry?
I refuse to go any farther without any food.
So that's how it is.
He's a growing boy.
What about you, Rob? Are you hangry?
Not at all. I came over. Relaxing.
So, not much progress today, I guess. We ran into a roadblock here with a timing chain set and push rods, and we're going to have to go visit Uncle Terry again tomorrow at Jegs. And hopefully they've got a timing chain set that we can use, and hopefully they've got a set of push rods. But shouldn't take too long. It's just a small block Chevy. As soon as we get all the parts gathered up, I think we're going to be okay. We got most everything we needed today, but we didn't realize we had one bent push rod, and we didn't realize we were going to need a timing chain set. So whatever. Vicky's on her way home with dinner, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this video off, and we'll be back with everybody tomorrow. Good night, guys.